Over 60, one worst habit that makes your prostate grow, stop it now, is meant to grab your attention because this is a matter that deserves urgency. Prostate issues can significantly impact quality of life, and yet many men are unaware of the simple habits that may be contributing to their problems. Today, I'm going to walk you through the science of prostate health, identify the one habit that could be silently worsening your prostate condition, and provide practical steps to stop it and take control of your well-being. This is about empowerment, awareness, and action. Let's dive in. The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, located just below the bladder in men. It plays a critical role in the reproductive system, producing fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. As men age, however, the prostate often grows larger, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This is not cancer, but it can cause uncomfortable symptoms like frequent urination, difficulty starting or stopping urination, weak urine and flow, or even the feeling that your bladder is never fully empty. For some, these symptoms are mild, but for others, they can disrupt sleep, affect daily activities, and erode confidence. If you're over 60, there's a good chance you've experienced some of these issues or know someone who has. Studies show that more than half of men in their 60s and up to 90% of men in their 70s and 80s deal with BPH to some degree. So, why does the prostate grow as we age? The exact cause isn't fully understood, but researchers point to changes in hormone levels, particularly testosterone and its byproduct, dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. As men age, the balance between estrogen and testosterone shifts, and DHT, which is a more potent form of testosterone, can stimulate prostate cells to grow. Genetics also play a role. Men with a family history of prostate issues are more likely to face them. Inflammation, diet, and lifestyle factors are also significant contributors. But among all these factors, there's one habit that stands out as particularly harmful, something so common that most men don't even realize it's silently worsening their prostate health. That habit is excessive sitting. Yes, sitting for long periods is the single worst habit for your prostate if you're over 60. It's something many of us do without thinking, whether it's at a desk in front of the TV or during a long commute. In today's world, we're more sedentary than ever, and this lack of movement is taking a toll on our bodies, including the prostate. Let me explain why this habit is so damaging and what you can do to stop it. When you sit for extended periods, several things happen in your body that can negatively affect your prostate. First, prolonged sitting puts pressure on the pelvic area, including the prostate gland itself. This pressure can reduce blood flow to the region, leading to poor oxygen delivery and nutrient supply to the prostate. Over time, this reduced circulation can contribute to inflammation, which is a known driver of prostate growth. Chronic inflammation in the prostate can cause cells to multiply abnormally, worsening BPH symptoms. Studies have shown that men who spend more than 5 hours a day sitting are at a significantly higher risk of developing or worsening prostate issues compared to those who are more active. Second, sitting for long periods is often linked to weight gain, particularly around the midsection. Excess belly fat isn't just a cosmetic concern, it's a health hazard. Fat tissue, especially visceral fat around the organs, produces estrogen, which can disrupt the hormonal balance in men. As I mentioned earlier, an imbalance between estrogen and testosterone can fuel prostate growth. Obesity is also associated with higher levels of inflammation throughout the body, which further aggravates the prostate. If you're carrying extra weight and spending hours sitting each day, you're creating a perfect storm for prostate problems. Third, a sedentary lifestyle affects your overall cardiovascular health, which is closely tied to prostate health. The prostate relies on a healthy blood supply to function properly, and anything that impairs circulation, like inactivity, can make it harder for the gland to stay healthy. Sitting for hours also slows down your metabolism, which can lead to insulin resistance and higher blood sugar levels, both of which have been linked to increased prostate growth in research studies. Now let's talk about why this habit is so insidious. Sitting is something we often do without questioning. It's built into our daily routines, watching TV, working at a computer, eating meals, or even socializing. For many men over 60, retirement or reduced physical demands at work mean even more time spent sitting. The average American sits for about 6 to 8 hours a day, and for some, it's even more. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a lifestyle factor that can have serious consequences for your prostate and overall health. The good news: you can stop this habit and reverse its effects. Breaking the cycle of excessive sitting doesn't require drastic changes or hours at the gym. It's about making small, intentional adjustments to your daily routine that add up to big benefits for your prostate. Let's explore some practical strategies to get you moving and protect your prostate health. The first step is to reduce the amount of time you spend sitting each day. This doesn't mean you need to stand all day or give up your favorite activities. Instead, aim to break up long periods of sitting with short bursts of movement. For example, if you're watching TV, stand up and walk around during commercials. If you're working at a desk, set a timer to remind yourself to stand, stretch, or take a short walk every 30 to 60 minutes. Even small movements, like standing up to grab a glass of water or doing a quick stretch, can improve blood flow to your pelvic area and reduce pressure on your prostate. Another effective strategy is to incorporate regular physical activity into your routine. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools for improving prostate health. Studies have shown that men who engage in regular physical activity, even moderate exercise like brisk walking, have a lower risk of BPH and its symptoms. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week, which breaks down to about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Walking, swimming, cycling, or even dancing are great options. These activities improve circulation, help maintain a healthy weight, and reduce inflammation, all of which benefit your prostate. Strength training is another excellent addition to your routine. Building muscle mass helps regulate hormones, including testosterone, and can counteract the effects of excess estrogen. You don't need to lift heavy weights. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, or push-ups can be effective. If you're new to exercise or have health concerns, consult your doctor or a physical therapist to design a program that's safe and tailored to your needs. Pelvic floor exercises, often called Kegels, are particularly beneficial for prostate health. These exercises strengthen the muscles that support your bladder and prostate, improving urinary control and reducing symptoms of BPH. To do a Kegel, imagine you're trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. Tighten those muscles, hold for a few seconds, then release. Repeat this 10 to 15 times, a few times a day. It's a discrete exercise you can do anywhere, and it can make a noticeable difference in your symptoms over time. Beyond movement, your diet plays a crucial role in supporting prostate health and combating the effects of a sedentary lifestyle. A diet high in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can reduce inflammation and provide the nutrients your body needs to function optimally. Foods rich in antioxidants, like berries, leafy greens, and tomatoes, are particularly beneficial for the prostate. Tomatoes, for example, contain lycopene, a compound that has been shown to reduce the risk of prostate growth and even prostate cancer. On the other hand, try to limit processed foods, red meat, and sugary drinks, which can contribute to inflammation and weight gain. Hydration is another key factor. Drinking enough water helps flush toxins from your body and supports healthy bladder function. However, if you're dealing with frequent urination at night, try to reduce fluid intake in the evening while staying hydrated during the day. This can help minimize nighttime trips to the bathroom, improving your sleep and quality of life. Let's not overlook the importance of mental health in this equation. Stress and anxiety can worsen urinary symptoms by causing the pelvic muscles to tense up. Chronic stress also increases cortisol levels, which can disrupt hormone balance and contribute to inflammation. Incorporating stress reducing practices like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga can have a positive impact on both your mental well-being and your prostate health. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can make a difference. Now, I want to address a common misconception that prostate problems are just an inevitable part of aging. While it's true that BPH becomes more common as men get older, it's not something you have to accept passively. By addressing habits like excessive sitting and making proactive changes to your lifestyle, you can significantly reduce your symptoms and improve your quality of life. The key is to start now. The longer you wait, the more challenging it can be to reverse the effects of a sedentary lifestyle. It's also important to stay proactive about your health by getting regular checkups. If you're experiencing symptoms like frequent urination, weak urine flow, or discomfort, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor about your symptoms and get a prostate-specific antigen PSA test or other screenings as needed. Early detection of prostate issues, including BPH or even prostate cancer, can make a huge difference in treatment outcomes. Your doctor can also help you explore treatment options, from lifestyle changes to medications or, in some cases, surgery, depending on the severity of your symptoms. Let me share a quick story to illustrate the power of taking action. I know a man named John, a 62-year-old retiree who started noticing he was getting up 3 or 4 times a night to use the bathroom. It was exhausting, and he felt embarrassed talking about it. He assumed it was just part of getting older. But after a conversation with his doctor, he learned about BPH and the role that his sedentary lifestyle was playing. John worked a desk job for decades and spent his evenings watching TV for hours. His doctor encouraged him to make small changes, walking 20 minutes a day, standing up every hour, and adding more vegetables to his diet. Within a few months, John noticed he was sleeping better, his energy was up, and his urinary symptoms had improved significantly. He didn't need medication or surgery, just a commitment to breaking the habit of excessive sitting and prioritizing his health. John's story isn't unique. Thousands of men have taken similar steps and seen remarkable improvements. The beauty of addressing this habit is that the benefits extend beyond your prostate. Moving more, eating better, and managing stress can improve your heart health, boost your mood, and help you feel more vibrant and engaged in life. These changes aren't just about preventing problems. They are about thriving in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So, what's the takeaway? If you're over 60, the worst habit for your prostate is sitting too much. It's a habit that's easy to fall into but equally easy to break with small, consistent changes. Stand up regularly, incorporate movement into your day, exercise, eat a balanced diet, and stay proactive about your health. These steps can reduce prostate growth, alleviate symptoms, and improve your overall well-being. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just take one step at a time. I want to leave you with a call to action. Right now, commit to one change you can make today to reduce the time you spend sitting. Maybe it's setting a timer to stand up every hour, signing up for a walking group, or trying a new exercise class. Whatever it is, make it specific and doable. Share your goal with a friend or family member for accountability. Your prostate and your entire body will thank you. Thank you for listening, and here's to taking charge of your health, one step at a time. Let's stop the habit that's harming our prostates and start living healthier, fuller lives today.